This has been an amazing interview. Is there any question I should have asked that I forgot?
You didn't ask me a question, but I would like to share a story.
Sure.
So this is a story about my father. At the age of 78 or 80-ish, he had a mild infarction of his heart. It was scheduled angio, and he found out his main artery was completely blocked, 99% blocked. The doctor goes, "Oh my God, how the hell did you survive?" Right? Anyways, so they put a stent in there. He didn't have cholesterol issues. The doctor prescribed all kinds of cholesterol medications and every single thing, like the normal things they do in the hospital. My dad refused to take any medications. He didn't take any medications. At another time, we had the glutation discovered in the lab. So he was my patient number one. He says, "Hey, Dad, just take this product. This is glutation. We just discovered this thing. It should be good for you." And like everything else, I was too busy doing my own work, forgot to check up on my dad. 2 years later, so 2 years later, I was watching him eat one day, and he was pounding on sugar. And keep in mind, my dad was diabetic for 35, 40 years before that. He had arthritis for 35, 40 years, and blood pressure issues for that long. He was not in good health, and he was pounding on sugar. I said, "Dad, what are you doing? It's just too much sugar." I said, "Oh, no, son, this is good. My sugar is under control now." I said, "What?" "Yeah, my sugar is under control. My sugar level's been good for almost a year and a half now." I said, "Okay, I don't believe you." So I said, "Okay, show me a blood test." Of course, he had the blood test on his phone. I looked at the results, and his A1C was like 5.4 and 5.2. And I said, "What the heck?" I said, "How is this possible?" Anyways, so I said, "Okay, no, don't worry about that. Your sugar's looking good right now. But, please continue walking at least 30 minutes per day. Do not stop walking." 30 minutes? Here. He was so proud of him. Put his app on me. Look at this. I walk 6 miles per day.
Whoa.
I said, "What?"
After a heart attack.
He was walking 6 miles per day. This was 2 years later, but still,
Okay.
walking 6 miles per day. I said, "What?" I said, "This is crazy. This is nuts," right? And so he has like 2 or 3 groups of friends, because the friends will walk for a little bit, they'll drop off, and the other friends joins him. And he just keeps on walking like an energized bunny. And so he started enjoying life at the age of 80. Went on every vacation with us. And wherever we go to Yosemite National Park for hiking, he was with us. We went to the Big Island, Hawaii. He was with us. We went, no matter where we went, he always told us to say, "Hey, wherever you go, take me with you," because I would do everything. We went to Costa Rica. It was an all-adventure trip for my whole family. He was with us. Long story short, he lived a very, very good life, starting at the age of 80 after an attack. And then about 4 years later, he comes to me and says, "You know what? My knees are killing me right now. I have no pain, but I'm walking a little wonky right now because of arthritis." It was deformed completely. So when the doctor goes, looked at the x-ray and said, "Oh my God, how the hell can you even walk? It's like completely deformed, right?"
The joints, yeah.
I said, "Okay, knee replacement." So Dad goes, "Yep, let's do both of knee at the same time." And the doctor laughed at him and said, "Oh, you're 84. We can only do one knee at a time." Dad goes, No. If I don't do both of knee at the same time, I'll never come back again. Right? It was so painful. I'll never come back. I heard the story. It's very painful. I will never come back again. I said, with both of you at the same time, you will be completely disabled for 6 months. And if you don't recover correctly, it's a major, major issue. Right? Dad goes, "I'll take my chances." Tell me what to do to prepare them before the surgery, and I'll do it. So he was told to bicycle 30 minutes per day. And of course, he is an overachiever. He will do twice a day, 30 minutes,
Okay.
twice a day, walk 6 miles per day, all those things. His quads are getting very, very strong. The doctor did the surgery. 2 days later, he was walking outside the hospital. He was walking.
2 days.
The nurses called him Superman, of course. He just says he came home. Of course, it was painful. It took him about a month to basically start walking the whole block around his house. But the doctor said, just take it easy. It takes you about 6 months for recovery. 3.5 months later, he was in India, traveling again.
Wow.
Packed up his bag and just left, right? He went to India. He went to Africa. He went to anywhere he wants to go, he just left. So the reason I'm telling the story to you is because until 80, he was obese, mild infarction. That means his heart was already given out, he couldn't even walk. Diabetes for 35, 40 years. Arthritis. Was he just was he just surviving or living his life? He was surviving. He was just surviving, right? Like every human being. After that, he started living his life. Like he went on vacations every year. Every year he went to India and Africa. Every year he traveled the world. He went to wherever he wanted to go until last year. Last year, he was still in India, traveling the world. Here's a house right by the ocean in one of the remote parts in India. He loves his foods, of course, He was eating some street food that day because my mom passed away 25 years ago, so he was by himself. So he traveled the world by himself, by the way. I don't know if you know this.
Wow, by himself.
At the age of 89, he was traveling the world by himself.
That's great.
So he was out there eating some street food, street foods. He got some loose bowel movement, some diarrhea. 2 days later, he got some lightheadedness and bam, fell down. Broke his skull. I get a call right away from the hospital. Hey, Dad's fallen down. He's broke his skull. But Dad FaceTimed me. I said, oh, no, don't worry about it. I'm fine.
I got this.
Yeah. Look, his memory was perfectly intact.
Oh, wow. Okay.
His cognition was really good. He has no loss of memory, nothing. Of course, I know the neurosurgeon over here at NFL. I called him up right away. I said, hey, my dad just fell down, broke his skull. And I said, hey, is he coherent? I said, yes, his conscious is coherent. He's no loss of memory. His eye contact is great. Everything is good. Oh, that's a very good sign. Don't do any surgery. Do not cut open, nothing like that. We're in India. As I told him the address, I said, okay, give me an hour or so. Within an hour, he arranged somebody to go see him in India. Literally. And the doctor said to me, hey, you know what? He's good. If he can survive the next 3 or 4 days, I'm sure he'll be okay to come to the United States again. And so my dad heard that. So I told him nothing's wrong with me. Everything is fine. Don't worry about it. He FaceTimed all of us, the whole family, talked to everybody. Said, okay, it's getting late now. I'm going to go to sleep. I'll talk to you guys tomorrow. Put his phone down, goes to sleep, never wakes up again. And I tell the stories because I want to give the hope to this 80-plus-year-old people that it ain't over. It ain't over yet. My dad, who was at that age with all these conditions, there's no chance for him. Forget living, right? Even surviving. He went from survival to living his life. The last 10 years, he left this planet on his own terms. He was the best place that he could be. He got picked up on the last day from this earth without any pain or any suffering. He was in the hospital the last 1 day, but there was no pain because there's no pain receptors in the brain, right? So it was pain-free. He talked to everybody, communicated with everybody. Even today's day, we don't feel that he's gone yet because the memory we have about him is that he was a very fulfilled person. He enjoyed his life. He enjoyed everything he wanted to do. Whenever we book vacations, we always book tickets for him too. And now we remember us. We only book one less ticket now.
Wow.
Right? So I want to give hope to everybody that's out there that want to make sure that, you know what? God has given me the gift to help people. Allow me to help you.
Wow. So it sounds like your dad lived a full life, and glutathione was one of the key tools that helped him do that.
That's the only thing we did different in the last 10 years of his life. The only thing I did different. There's nothing else I did extra besides that.
Wow. This has been such a powerful interview, Dr. Patel.